Okay, whenever you're ready, Alden.
All my teachers sucked. All of them. Well, that was before 2019 when I met English teacher for the year. The first time I met Mr. Vetter, he screamed very energetically and said, "Hello, my crew." At first, I thought it was weird, but after walking into his class every single day, it felt like a common greeting. Mr. Vetter had a full beard that he was openly proud of. He was tall with a great posture. He wore dress pants and a fancy shirt almost every day, and he was like one of those teachers that were all up in your business, but you'd also let him be all up in your business because you knew he could understand and he could help you. If you told him something, he would try to change the work in the class to help with that problem you told. This made class fun, something for you and your friends to look forward to. We always wanted to do that work in that class because it was always something about the real world and it was something that could help us in the future. Mr. Vetter also singled you out sometimes for a multitude of reasons, including giving you praise for what you did right, telling you what you did wrong, and also telling you how to fix it. And if you were having trouble in that class or any other class, he would ask what was wrong and again how to fix it. In general, he made work that we did in class a lot more fun, and he helped me understand all those topics and essays. And because he wanted us to succeed. He wanted all of his students to succeed, and so he checked in with all of his students and even kept with some of them through high school. He was there when other people weren't and helped so many people grow into success stories. I remember writing an essay on a topic, and I chose the power of manipulation and how it's the most important use as a student in 2020. We wrote that essay during the pandemic, and mostly why I chose that topic was because he opened my eyes on the real world and what that was different from that perfect world your kindergarten teacher told you it was. Those are some examples of how interactive learning could help. I don't know if everybody has had a Mr. Vetter in their life, but if most teachers were of Mr. Vetter-esque, I think that there would probably be a lot more successful people. Often students can feel disengaged and distanced from the teacher, particularly if said teacher stays rooted at their desk, doiling out instructions for the lesson's duration. Interactive learning is a prime opportunity to avoid this kind of passive information retention, as according to research, the majority of students learn up to, in fact, 60% more interacting with a resource or other people than they do reading. If all teachers in high school were having all their students be engaged, the entire world would be blooming with students that just ace their classes or even their SATs. Most students have at least one teacher that included interactive learning into their lesson plan, and that includes elementary school and even college lectures where the professor hands out a hands-on experiment for the students to learn and not get bored out of their minds. Without interactive learning, students are bored, falling asleep, talking too little, or even talking too much, and teachers are directing too much and observing too little. To be able to have interactive learning, teachers have to be able to entertain students, and that's really hard, judging that knowing that class really wants to be there. You have to be able to make them like what you're teaching, and some ways to do that are to have hands-on stuff, and that helps by making all the students engage. Another thing that students can do is to not talk for every single second. If they ask more questions and allowed the other students to talk, the students would automatically be engaged. Overall, interactive learning is much better than in normal learning because, well, the disengagement can lead to not caring anymore. It can also be better than normal learning because of how many successful people there were when interactive learning was set in place. Thank you.
Excellent. Good job, Alden.